I'm making this video for any individual with a disability, a mental illness that they find to be debilitating or ruining their life. Any other physical illness that they feel has put them in a prison and taken away their quality of life. Any type of restriction, whether it be extra weight on your body, any other type of illness you've been told that you have. Everything that happens from the moment you listen to this video is a choice. If you choose to do nothing with this information, that's on you. I am Madame Homeostasis. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a neurological disorder that causes a range of symptoms, up to 200 possible symptoms, that usually come with not so much symptoms, but like secondary illnesses. So secondary illnesses that I have due to my diagnosis of fibromyalgia and struggle with it are things like anxiety, IBS, depression, osteoporosis, vision changes, dental changes. Like, there are things that take place in my body on a daily basis that have been taking place in my body on a daily basis for the past 7 years. The year of 2018, I went to 16 different doctors to try and get diagnosed with this mystery illness that I had that was just causing me to be in excruciating pain from head to toe. No doctor knew what it was. I changed primary care providers. My new doctor didn't know what it was. I went to a top hospital in the country. They didn't know what it was. Very discouraging. Caused a lot of depression simply dealing with it, as well as not having any type of diagnosis or any type of direction, but still being told to essentially function like everything was normal when it very much was not. About a year into my battle, right after I was diagnosed with, right after I eventually found out what I was having and struggling with, I lost my job that I had had for 2 years because they found out that obviously I was disabled now and was not going to be returning to the position that they had me hired in as originally. So then I lost my job, and about a week and a half after I lost my job, then I got into a car accident and totaled my car the morning of leaving my aunt that I had just put in hospice care. I called my family to inform them that I in fact did not make it home safely, and they informed me that my aunt had passed an hour prior to my phone call. This was my favorite family member. How for a lot of you watching probably feel about your grandmothers, or even an aunt possibly. This was my favorite family member. This was the person that introduced me to religion. This was the person that introduced me to God, to JC. This is the person that showed me how to be kind and loving and caring to the world, no matter how the world is acting. It is because of her that I feel I am the person that I am today. That being said, I went into a downward spiral after that. This is about October of 2018. From October of 2018 to about September of 2021, I was in the worst place imaginable. I was working like 2 days a week, like 4 hours a day, because I couldn't be on my feet any longer than that. I was doing such minimal tasks because I couldn't even take trash bags out of trash cans. I couldn't lift a jug of milk without using another hand on the bottom to support it, or I actually would drop it. Like, I was in a horrible place. so weak. At one point in time, I was using a walker to walk because my legs were so weak. Like, so depressed, I couldn't see any joy, any value in anything, including myself, especially myself. I had a head trauma because I decided to go out and explore and try and get out and do something instead of sitting in a dark basement with no windows, with no sunlight, no fresh air, nothing. And I fell and hit my head pretty hard. It was after that I kind of noticed that the way I describe it to people was like my muscles had a force field around them that wouldn't let me access them. After I hit my head, it felt like the force field had either been weakened or dropped completely. That doesn't mean now I had access to working muscles, because all of my muscles are now very, 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 very weak. This is 4 years into the journey. I'm very weak. I have not been doing anything at all, not any type of physical activity. The most I've been doing is walking up a flight of stairs to go to the bathroom, and then walking back down them to go sulk in the basement again. Like, I realized that the force field was gone, and I sat and I had a conversation with myself, and I decided, well, what are we going to do with that? Do you wish to stay in this position, or, do you wish to not be in this position anymore? And I told myself, well, I cried really, really hard, because 365 days constantly for 4 years being in that position, I didn't want to be there anymore. So I told myself that. And when I got home, I got on the ground and I tried to do 10 push-ups. And thinking back, like, it kind of chokes me up to even think about. It took me almost like 5 minutes to be able to do 10 push-ups because of how weak I was. But I did them. And I told myself that I would do 10 every day until I had built enough strength to do something else. It took me about a month to be able to do 10 straight in like less than a minute or so. Sorry. Gradually, I was able to do more and more. And then I decided to get outside. And so I got outside and I started walking. And when you get outside and you start walking, things happen in your body. The first thing that happens in your body is you're usually exposed to sunlight. And vitamin D, a deficiency, can cause loss of bone density and depression. So the chemical imbalance that I was experiencing in my body had started to shift a little bit just by me getting outside and walking, because I was getting sunlight onto my skin, into my bloodstream, building up my vitamin D levels. I started doing this every day. Next thing I started doing was my push-ups outside. So I went from being on a cold basement floor to now being on actual legitimate cement. Was it more painful in my hands? Yes, but it was building up a tolerance to pain. All I had been dealing with was pain. So this was building up a tolerance to a different type of pain. At this time, it's probably the middle of 2019. I now discover Goggins. No, sorry, not 2019, 2022, excuse me. I now discover Goggins. If you don't know who Goggins is, I'm talking about David Goggins. David Goggins was a black Navy SEAL. I think he said he was like the 32nd black male to ever become a Navy SEAL. David Goggins, long story short, was a little over 300 pounds when he decided to join the Navy. The recruiter told him he needed to lose 100 plus pounds before he wanted to join, and that he could never get it done in the small time frame that he had to get it done. David said, okay, bet. This man started doing 100 reps of every exercise that he could do to burn fat, to fill up the loose skin, to build muscle, and started running. When he first started running, he couldn't do very much. He made it down his street to about a stop sign, got tired, felt so pitiful, came back to the house, sat back down, went back out the next day, did it again. Eventually, this man got to the point where he is running like 100-mile races by himself, no partners. David Goggins is one of the most amazing people and physical specimens on this earth. And I watched a video of him once, and he was helping this heavyset man lose weight, pretty much going through the same thing he went through, wanting to make the change, having no motivation to do it. David was motivating him to do it. He's trying to get him to do push-ups. The man is screaming. He's telling him, I can't. It hurts. It hurts. He just keeps screaming, it hurts, over and over again. David gets down on the floor in this man's face, screams in his face, you're going to be in pain anyway, aren't you? I said, oh shit. Yeah, I am. My illness causes widespread pain, and I experience it from head to toe, every inch of my body, 24/7. It does not go away. The medication that they put me on only ensures that it does not go up. It very rarely goes down. So I said, damn. Okay. So that was the day that I decided, you're right. And then I unlocked beast mode. I said I'm going to be in pain anyway. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter at all. Around this time, it's probably summer of 2022. I go and get a gym membership. I start working out in the gym. Yeah, the weight is real light. I'm not able to do much. We already know this. We've already established this. We already know. A year and a half later, not even a year and a half, a year later, I said, I want to be a personal trainer. A year later, I was able to do 50 push-ups in a row, not stopping. Run a mile in 5 minutes. Walk 5 miles non-stopping. Like, an absolute specimen now, in my opinion, compared to what I was 4 years before that. Now, what's today? August 14th, 2025. I think I'm a specimen. I could do pull-ups. I could do 50 push-ups in a row. I could do 100 jumping jacks non-stop. I could walk forever. I don't even know how long I could go without stopping. I don't even take water on my walks. I just be walking. But yeah, I say all of that to say this. I understand that this video is very long, and if you made it this long, you made it for this point right here. Hear me very loud and clear. Anything that you want to do, anything that you want to be, anything you set your heart out, your mind out, and your body out to do, you can do. David Goggins, Hadi Abdel, these two people are my biggest inspirations, my biggest motivators. These two men are prime examples of the fact that pain doesn't matter. Pain is simply, the Marine Corps likes to keep it a little clean and say weakness leaving your body. Me and David like to say it properly and say that pain is the bitch leaving your body. Female, male, little kid, doesn't matter. The pain is the bitch leaving your body. Unlock it. Unlock it. Unlock you. Unlock that beast inside of you. Everybody has a beast inside of them. Whether you're smart, whether you're musically inclined, whether you're strong, whether you're athletic, it doesn't matter. Everybody has fans. Go start a TikTok. Make videos, man. Somebody will watch it. I became a personal trainer because I know there's people out there that are locked in a prison of their bodies, that are locked in a prison of their minds, that are locked in a prison of weakness in their hearts. If you so wish to be unlocked from any of these things, and this video has given you enough belief and faith in me, please, on any of my social medias, Madame Homeostasis, MADAME HOMEOSTASIS. I will put it in the description. It is my name on YouTube. On any social, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any social except for Snapchat, reach out to me, please. I will send you my list of services that I offer, and we will work something out price-wise if you are not capable of paying the prices on my price list. I wish to help everyone. Please, let 2025 be the last year that you are locked in a prison of weakness, that you are locked in a prison of limits, that you, this year, stop doubting yourself. You have something to offer this world. We all do. No matter how little or how big it may be. David Goggins became a damn Navy SEAL after he was 300 pounds and the recruiter told him you'll never even be in the military. Hadi Abdel started training with these crazy ass dudes that are firefighters at Diamond Gym. And now is an absolute specimen with one of the most beautiful chef's kisses physiques I've ever seen in my life. And the man's philosophy is, I've never said no to anything in my life. I watched this man yesterday shoulder press over 300 pounds on a damn barbell. Why are we pressing 300 pounds? The man's physique is gorgeous. I think he's going to compete. But he motivates me every day. I'm shoulder pressing 125 pounds. I am 125 pounds. I'm sorry for yelling at y'all. Let me take a drink. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry for yelling at y'all. I'm just trying to make you guys understand that there are so many people in this world that will put you down, that will not believe in you, and that will tell you things and treat you such a way that makes you not believe in yourself and makes you want to stay in the prison in which you, them, or anyone else has put you in. You don't deserve that. So if you're willing to put in the work to get out of it, please contact me. so we can get started today. I love y'all.